So, Creator Series then, Jeddah. It was definitely an eventful one, but weirdly not that dramatic. There was no massive incidents. It was like maybe 2 or 3 actual incidents. Other than that, everyone actually drove pretty fast. This is almost a highlight of some pretty nice driving with a few dodgy bits sprinkled in. Speaking of which, Hayden Gullis. Check out this.
Let's try again on the next one.
How neither of them DNF there, I've got no idea. This is qualifying, obviously.
Why is he there?
It's a valid point, why is he there? But also, why is Hayden going there? It's just such idiotic driving by both. Like, what's it? I don't know why he's there. And you got Lolly. I don't know why Lolly's also so slow. I guess he's trying to get out of people's way, but that's just so slow. He just panics. Oh, amazing even DNF'd. Amazing even DNF'd. Right, and this is Karim, also from qualifying. You may be wondering why Karim was down the back. Well, not ideal there. He was still getting used to 50-50 wings after, I think he took into his pole. But then in this corner, this is a Karim special, I think, isn't it? How would you even do that on 50-50 wings? Now, this is Ben. I just want to include this because it's a nice clip, honestly, of Ben. Gets a bit of slipstream from Kai, which I didn't realise, but his celebration is pretty cool. It's always good to see people genuinely happy with the results. It's nothing worse than seeing people going, yeah, cheers, another pole. I deserve it. Well done, me. Listen to this.
3 tenths! 2 tenths! It's coming down! 2.5! Come on! It says pole! It's pole for now! 27.9! What does GB do? I've only got 2 poles ever in Creator Series. Is this going to be the 3rd?
2 poles ever is actually unbelievable, to be honest, with the amount of wins that Ben's got. But Ben genuinely seems to have some good pace. I think Ben maybe has finally figured out F1 25. Is it too early to say that? But decent pole. He deserved it. So fair play to Ben.
Hey, it looks like
and it's just good to see him celebrating that. Then we go on to the race start. Not too much dramatic on the actual start itself. Kai isn't a fundamentally unfair driver. In fact, Kai I find a pretty clean driver mostly. He sometimes goes to moves you don't necessarily expect, sometimes a bit over-aggressive, but mostly fair, I'd say. But this is just a classic Kai, I'd suggest, and I wonder if other Creator Series drivers agree with me here.
What?
I mean, he's surprised that's damage. So am I, with the reduced standard damage that Creator Series runs. But just brake, bro. Just brake. Like, you have just driven into the back. So if you look, I'm doing pretty much the same speed as Raz in front, look. He's just got in a bit too hard and just used me as a brake. Now we've got Gwatz versus Skyzy. What's this one? Can't recall. I have seen them all, but I can't recall. Ah, yes. Gwatz was a bit luckless in this race. Skyzy goes a bit deep, but I mean, I feel like Gwatz needs to sort this sort of thing out, right? Some races he's got some real genuine pace, but never seems to be able to get, certainly, you know, not even a podium, let alone a win, right? And I feel like this is a good example why. Like, okay, Skyzy goes for it, he goes a bit deep, fine, like, fair enough, but just jumping off track like that, like, there's still room there, there's no contact, and he just chooses to cut the track and give himself a 3-second penalty. Why would you do that to yourself? 3-second penalties are permanent. You can't get rid of them. This is Fabio going for it on Vince and Lolly. Big DRS train on this track with the wings being so high. And just keeps his foot in. Lolly looks like he's coming over, but keeps his foot in and goes on the outside. Gets those 2 guys. Bit of contact then. And does complain about it. Right? Complaining that, oh, I didn't give enough space right. But if you look, you're actually 3 wide. The answer, Fabio, is no. You didn't give enough space. Unfortunately, the arrows are inside each other. He's also in a red car. But there you go. You can just about see the 2 arrows now. Look. So there we are 3 wide. And, like, that is 2 cars with just about. But you can't be surprised when there's a bit of contact with 3 wide. It wasn't Fabio's fault he was 3 wide, obviously. But let's have a look at Vince's POV, who's the one that goes on the inside here. Quite late. Completely time to do so. Gets it stopped. And look how tight he holds it to the inside. Virtually touching that inside line. And even says so.
I'm as tight to the wall as I can be.
And then Lolly honestly also does nothing wrong. It's just a 3 wide thing. Lolly sees his 3 wide, leaves room to the inside. Like, you wouldn't naturally go further left that, although there was a gap between Vince and Lolly. That's because Vince was so tight to the inside. Like, that looks like a reasonable amount of room to give to me honestly. So Fabio complaining there, but it's just a typical 3-win incident. Nothing came of it, of course. Just a little bit of contact, but it's all good. Now, Scottie versus Hayden.
Going to happen here then, eh?
Just goes a little bit wide there. But gets the exit. Hayden caught napping a little bit on the exit, and they stay side by side, which is here we get into the sort of clean racing highlights. Look at that. Slightly off track, but that's how you do
I
it.
wanted to get past.
That's how you do it, especially in creative series when it's we're all trying to make content. Leave a bit of room. Beautiful. Side by side. Let's go on board with Hayden for that one as well, because it's just nice racing, honestly.
On the outside, Scottie leaving the room.
And then there, Scottie goes a bit far left. And here, just Hayden just maybe loses a bit too much room, but then just also just doesn't engage the battery. He's in non-ERS deployment here. And that allows Scottie just to launch back up the inside. It's a bit of a mistake there from Hayden, maybe, but goes off track, but they survive. Beautiful. Perfect racing. Perfect racing. Fun fact, if you dare Adam to do anything in the game, he will be doing it. And this is what we see here.
Go on, I dare you.
I dare you, Scott says. Adam cannot resist a dare.
Okay, you dared me. You dared me. Damn it. I'm wide. Damn it.
Gets the illegal, has to let him back through.
Yeah, take it, take it.
I think, weirdly, this is the worst corner to go side-by-side on the whole track. There's a few in Jeddah that you do not want to go side-by-side. And we saw one a moment ago, which ended up clean, but that's the one you don't really want to do it. We'll see one in a minute as well of more of the same, I think. Reason being, it's actually 3 corners. Most of them are sort of 2 corners that sort of lead into a flat-out section, so they're not too bad. But this is like a corner,
Damn it.
and then another quite tight corner. It's a tricky one. I don't know, do you guys agree? I really feel like this is the worst corner to go side-by-side in. I honestly think that's the worst one, bar none. Now, this is the crash. Now, unsurprisingly to those of you that know what's about to happen, this is my moron of the week. But they're actually fighting for a podium here. Me and GB had ran away at this phase of the race. And Fabio loves to go for his clips. He loves to go for his big moves. And goes for it here. And, I mean, what more could be said other than that he just drives into the back of Lolly and deletes 2 people from the race.
Oh my god, man. What the happened?
And then someone exclaims, what happened? But, like, I kind of get it, because in the moment, you're a bit, you're a bit like, oh, whatever. But then he does say,
That's probably on me, right?
that's probably on me. And obviously, it absolutely wasn't Fabio. He just drives straight into the back of Lolly. Oh, let's just misjudge it a little bit. He's got his teammate here that he's going past. He wants to go into this gap with his DRS. He knows Lolly hasn't got DRS. He wants to find this gap, but he knows Jake's, he's giving him room, but you never really know. The arrow's disappearing, but it's a bit marginal. He sort of leaves it late. He then goes for it, but just leaves it a little bit too late. And at that point, there, boom, round he goes. Now, does Lolly's lights start flashing right as he gets there? It does, doesn't it? I wonder if that was the cause. Not the cause. The cause is Fabio. So, yes. So, actually, I didn't spot this before now. Actually, the fact he switches his battery off right as Fabio goes for it, suddenly losing 50 horsepower, I think was just enough for Fabio to misjudge this. It's still Fabio's fault, and he should have obviously left more margin to expect this kind of thing. A bit of laggy, even because it's an online game, but I think that was actually a contributing factor, and that's why Fabio was so confused, because he actually, in theory, judged it millimeter perfect if Lolly didn't turn his ERS off right at this moment, but obviously it's just too close. So yeah, and that causes obviously an absolute ginormous pile up.
Eccola.
Ricky is the other guy to DNF, unfortunately. Did have a lot of reaction time. He could have braked earlier.
Eccola.
Now you could brake, and he's still full throttle, full throttle, full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. Now he brakes. Definitely could have reacted earlier.
Eccola.
But, you know. Yeah, no, actually, that's on him. He should have reacted earlier. Hayden Gullis, on the other hand, has the exact opposite reaction to that. Check out Hayden's reactions. Opens DRS, but then the very second he sees some drama.
Yellow.
The exact opposite of Ricky.
Oh, okay.
And gets through, completely unscathed. How did Scottie react? Let's have a look. Just ahead of Hayden.
Who's dead? Who's dead?
What have I just seen?
Did he even brake? Yeah, he does brake, but nah, he probably should have braked a bit earlier, to be fair. But at least he reacted. I don't think Scottie did much wrong. And actually, no, we're not gonna look at this kit. We don't need to see that. I don't think, do we? And here's it from Raki's POV. Probably should look at this a little bit earlier on. Just gets caught there, and then obviously Meraki could have done absolutely nothing.
What the everlasting have I just seen?
I love his reaction as well. Yeah, Meraki could have done nothing, obviously. Ben was quite close to this. Ben actually, I think, gets quite nicely timed by all this. Yeah, they go right, and he just goes left.
Safety car for sure. For sure.
Perfect timing. Perfect time for Ben. A little bit of luck there.
VSC deployed.
Gets very, 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 very lucky. Oh my god. Lolly is ghosted. Even though he hasn't ghosted, he goes through Lolly's car. That is a broken suspension if I've ever seen a broken suspension. Oh, and on Fabio's side as well. And I feel like doesn't really react wrong either. There's a crash, but they're all the way over to the right. So you think, oh, okay, there's enough room to the left, we're all good. And then suddenly they come over to the left. I don't think Crim does anything wrong, but gets very lucky. Very lucky. Matt 212.
Someone's gone. Whoa! Oh, it's a huge crash.
Nice and calm.
Whoa,
Nice and calm.
gone.
And we will watch Adam's POV. We will watch Adam's POV.
Who's dead? Who's dead?
What have I just seen? Three members to each other.
Okay, Gillon, when you watch that back on Clipbook, take a little look at my reaction times. Alright, go on now.
I really wanted to exclude the clip entirely just to wind him up, but I won't show it because, annoyingly, it is actually quite impressive reactions. He is right.
Who's dead? Who's dead?
What have I just...
Like, I don't think he could have done much more. Let me see. Hold on.
Who's
Let's
dead?
see.
Who's dead?
Okay, you can see it unfolding now. He's still full throttle. Nah, it's pretty soon after he sees it, he lifts. He brakes, he's fully on the brakes, and then dives, somehow finds that gap that Crim couldn't find, and avoids it. I don't think you can react better than that in his situation, so fair play to Adam. Despite the Crim level self-applause there, it was actually quite impressive. He looks back right at the wrong time. Pure joy. And then we've got Karim being a dirty, disgusting pig of a driver. Unbelievable scenes, this.
DNF rate flashed before my eyes there.
What just happened? Oh no!
Honestly, bit of an idiot. Just under safety car. He's looking left here, look. He must be looking at the position or something. Just drives off track, and this is how he gets his 3.
Oh no!
I've got to leave and rejoin.
What an idiot. What an idiot. Took him out of contention for the race win. RIP. Now we've got Adam coming into the pits. Unfortunately, is it a Mercedes pit box issue? I feel like, have we only seen this from Mercedes team this season?
What?
Red Bull coming towards us.
No!
That was insane.
My
that's
pit box
it.
is bugged. My pit box.
He has to then quit the game to get back in to make it work. Really strange. Ben had it as well. Was it earlier this season Ben had it? I think Adam's had it again as well. Really weird. Just razzing question mark. What's this?
I'm sniffing Alex's bum down. Come here. Come here, Alex. I want that poo-poo, mate. I want that orange poo-poo.
Anyway. Now, this is actually quite a nice move. I didn't appreciate it because I was trying not to lose the leaders, but it was actually quite a nice move. I left him in the room. Then I choose to use my batch and he's willing to on the exit, so I get him back.
I told you I'm coming for that bum, Alex. Okay, I want to sniff it. And I want to sniff it good. See? I'm smelling it. It smells nice.
Okay. Tell you what, though. Tail whip is the right word for this clip. This is beautiful. I must have seen something like this before, but it's quite rare to see this kind of thing.
Come on, Vince. Go for a move.
Put under pressure, go for a move, and then look what happens. Get out of here. Full on tail whip. If this is on purpose, it's kind of beautiful because you can't really damage the back of your car in the F1 game on these settings. So there. Yeah, Gwatz, have some of that, buddy. Have some of that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Just outbreaks himself.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And prolifically apologizes.
I'm so sorry, Gwatz.
But once again, what you don't do under any circumstances when this has happened is just floor it off the track. Because guess what happens when you do that? 10-second penalty. And now we've got Razin also being a disgusting, dirty pig on the pit exit. But this one is less his fault.
Got a car behind us some mediums who will be going for a ramp through. But what?
What I really like is has to pause the game just to think about that.
What?
He literally just pauses just to think about it. What? He claims, of course, that this gave him a 3-second. This is why he lost the race win, he says. This is why I lost the race win. It's 1 warning out of 3, Razin. Let's all calm down. The rule of the pit exit is you can't cross the white line, but it doesn't apply to any other track on this game, does it? I think he gets it here. Yeah, he does, look. I mean, does he even leave the track? I'm not even sure if he leaves the track. I've got nothing. Just F1 game things. It is unlucky to get a warning there, but didn't cause you 3. Now, this is Karim being a bit naughty on the restart, but also kind of fair, to be honest. I'm glad he got illegal there, by the way, because it was so slow. Sometimes there is a point in time or distance or speed that you can overtake people without getting illegal. I don't know what that point is. So I saw this live, and I thought he got away with that. I was like, no way, he snuck it before the line, because the line's here, look. This is before the line. The yellow flag's still out. He should have gotten illegal there, but luckily, he does. He does get illegal. But a little bit cheeky. The Max Verstappen. Just let him back through. And then say, cheers then, I'll be taking this position. Very, very cheeky, Crim. Very, very cheeky. So look, waiting.
Oh my...
There. Safso's gone. Perfect timing. He probably gets a good jump on me. He's gone when GB's gone. He's on the throttle. But then he just realises, actually, no, I can't go yet. And then lifts again. Now, what I like to do in these situations, though, is when someone does get illegal on you, what I like to do is don't make it easy for them. Don't do what Safso just did and re-overtake and just let him have it for free. I like to just back off a little bit. Because if he stays there and he gets a penalty, you know he's got to let me back through at some point. But yeah, he just re-overtakes there. That just allows Crim to come back through. Now this, actually, I've just realised, just before we see it, is my overtake of the week, actually. Adam Sanders is getting all the positive showers today. My overtake of the week here.
Scottie, I'm going for this.
This is nice. So he's P17 coming into this.
Cheers.
Launched on the outside, just avoids about 2-on-2. Bit of drama on the inside. P14, 3 overtakes. 3 overtakes on the restart. Good overtake, Adam. Let's watch some other POVs, shall we? So this is Scottie. Now, this is where you can see a bit more wider drama unfolding. So Ben, obviously, with his slow restart. So here they go. But Ben hasn't gone yet. And they moan about Ben, but Ben actually just hasn't gone yet.
Oh my... Whoa.
What is this restart, Benjamin?
And it looks on the back like Ben sped up and slowed down, but that's not the case. He stayed consistent. But the guys at the back are, itching to get going. Personally, I don't mind it. It's just part of being at the back. But it is Adam again, around the outside.
Sorry.
And that's the drama that Adam escapes around the outside of. Honestly, I think this is a bit caused by Skyzy. And Matt, maybe, but I mean, very, very cautious by those guys. I mean, look how much gap Skyzy's got in front of him. He's got a decent chunk in front of him. Is it a race incident? Maybe it is. But Scottie Designs here doesn't outbrake himself. He had that stopped. He's a bit caught off guard there by how cautious. I mean, look at this. Look at the size of the gap that Skyzy's got. Like, there's so much to drive into there. What? And it actually has quite a smart reaction to it. So there, obviously, gets a bit sandwiched in. But here, very smart, right? He's got 2 cars either side. He's in the middle. That's not going to end well for you in the next corner. Plus, he's just been shafted a little bit, right? He braked a bit early, but he didn't do much wrong. So what he does, he straightens the car and floors the throttle. Look, almost full throttle in second gear. Floors the throttle just to get ahead of those guys. And now that he's ahead, he can now decide to leave room, get the car slowed down, etc., etc., etc. So actually quite smart driving after the incident there to make sure he didn't lose many positions. You get those 2 back. So smart driving by Skyzy. This is actually nice driving by Kai here. Check out his overtake usage in this. This is really smart driving, right? So none ERS right now. Overtake. He's hemmed in, hot lap. Overtake. Hot lap, medium, none. Overtake. Really quite smart driver there. He knows that, like, he doesn't want to go. He can't really get through anyway. May as well save the battery. Turns the battery off. A little bit of contact there, but not the end of the world. And then suddenly the gap opens up to him. So he thinks, all right, I'll go back on the battery. And there, just about there, the gap opens up for him. So he goes up the inside of Razin. Just judges it quite nicely there to leave a little bit of room for, I think it's Tukey on the inside. He's sort of going for it. A little bit of contact, but...
Oh my god, how did we survive that?
Very, very smart racing. This, I mean, I think Kai's actually a pretty fair race all in all. But here, he uses all his battery. He's got no deployment left. So Vince, out of nowhere, look what he's able to do. Flying like he's got DRS. He hasn't. But here he does choose to switch the battery off, and then Kai just does come back through that. Now, unfortunately, all that good work that Vince has just done with that battery management. And look, he's actually 5 P3 here, guys. How many podiums has Vince had? I need to know. 3 podiums in 85 races. That is 3.5% of his races only have been a podium. So big here. And unfortunately, I mean, to be honest, I think he says it quite well. Let's just listen in.
No! You Oh, I'm such a bottler.
It's a bowl. It's a massive, big old juicy bowl, that isn't it? Fair move here. Bit cautious on the brakes maybe, but fair move. By the way, finds the gap. This is actually quite, look at that. As if he found that gap. Barely cars it, but he finds it, gets his car in it, gets the exit. Muraki getting a bit of dirty air. Uses the battery, but here, unless Muraki's about to give it to you, which he's not going to, you're probably better off switching the battery off, honestly. Dropping back and going again. But decides to go for it. Ultimately, now backs out. It's just wasted battery. But yeah, just makes a mistake, really. Just gets a bit too much throttle offline.
No!
And round he goes. And that's it. Now, this is where things get a little bit spicier. Because these guys did not have fun with each other. They did not have fun with each other. It wasn't massive drama. There's a few things to dissect. First of all, that little move. Razin wasn't happy with that. Afterwards, had a few words to say. Wasn't very happy. It's like, it's a little jink. He looks back, tries to defend it. Does it a little bit late. It's just not that deep. But Razin wasn't very happy. Here, though, he now claims that Jake is coming over on him.
Touching me, bro.
Stop touching me, bro, he says. Look at the angle of the car. Let me put my cursor in line with the aerial in the middle. There we go. Look at the angle of his car. So right now he's just facing pretty much where he is on track, right? So pretty much facing straight. But now look, he turns right. He turns right. He's now facing not too far to the inside, but I think he's more expecting Jake to resume the racing line, which, as you're the car behind, in my opinion, there's a few different ways of doing this, as we've covered before. In my opinion, if you're the car behind, you can't decide the line. So he doesn't get to do that yet, and he has just driven into Jake, I think. Let's have a look at Jake's POV, though, to see if Jake also went left at the same time, or if Jake just went straight. So once again, in line with the aerial there, that's the middle of the screen. So there's his late reaction. So straight. Goes a tiny bit left. Yeah, I just think that's a bit of handbags. I don't think there's anything too much more to say there, honestly. But it doesn't end there.
Touching me, bro.
That is where Razin gets his penalty.
Why do people always do that? I just want to like come over across you.
It's quite ironic that he was coming across on him. But I don't know, it's pretty 50-50 to be fair. But Razin wasn't blameless. He just expected him to go over and he didn't. That's all it is. But round the outside into this corner, anybody?
Yep, no space on exit. Thank you, bro.
Now I have to say, Jake's becoming known for this. I could hear the comments screaming already. But you don't want to be side by side there. It's a dumb move. You're not alongside enough. Yada, 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 yada. This is Creator Series, guys. We're trying to make entertainment. Yes, okay. It's not a smart move around the outside. So what? Doesn't matter if it's smart or dumb. The move's on. He's alongside. He deserves room. Look, you can see his front wing. He's significantly alongside. Oh, real life racing rules. Nobody cares. This is Creator Series, right? But Jake breaks, you know, maybe a bit late, but whatever, you know, it's a judgment thing. He maybe gets his slight rubber brace a little bit late. The only issue I've got with this, that's nicely judged, is now back on the throttle and no real attempt now to give him room. The braking point was fine, but after the apex, he could have squeezed a little bit further left to give him a bit fairer racing room. But just doesn't do that. He just gets back on the throttle and sort of shoves him off.
Side there.
And complaining, oh, you're trying to go side by side through that. Yeah, fair enough. Not smart, but you don't have to shove him off. Now, this is, I'll tell you what, this is pretty scary. And do you know what, actually, it seems every week. It seems every week I've got a bone to pick Matt 2-on-2. This week is no different. Almost causes a massive pile-up here. But let's watch the Ben's PV because you can see it best up here. So, obviously, Matt hasn't got DRS. Scottie and Ben have got DRS, right? Scottie gets DRS, gets it open, starts to get momentum, then goes to his right. Matt sees it very, very late, but, you know, whatever. He's sort of on the racing line, you know, whatever, but it is very late. But then, of course, Ben is then right there, also with the momentum. But then keeps his foot in. That's pretty ballsy from Ben, to be fair. Keeps his foot in there, just absolutely goes for it. No lifting, and that's pretty damn tight. And Ben does get Matt. Now, the bone I've got to pick with Matt, we've just started a DRS straight. It's 50-50 wings. DRS is powerful. You've got one driver, 3/10 back. You've got another one on fresh tyres, 6/10 back. What do you not do in that situation? Keep looking forward. Bro's just sleeping. Just absolutely napping.
Sorry.
Like, what? Hello? Wake up. After Matt 2-on-2. You're in a race. Zero awareness. It's unbelievable. But reacts to it well, at least.
What speed do these two have?
Let Matt cook. Matt's cooked absolutely nothing so far in Creator Series. Pretty good, pretty spicy, but well found that gap. Now this is an interesting one, actually. This is another little bit of handbags. Again, this, I mean, there's no big drama in this one. There's just little bits of handbags here and there. Little bits of handbag.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the
That's ridiculous. As soon as someone's gone for it, you can't then weave at them. Like, am I wrong for that, chat? Is that not really fair racing?
Now, this is going to divide people. In my opinion, it's called an overtake. Take. You have to take it from them. They're not going to roll over and give it to you. Just because you've gone for it doesn't matter. Yes, okay, it's another bit of a late movement, but just get on with it. Just get on with it. Like, he switched the battery off there because he thinks it's done. Fine, it's not. He then defends, so now switch the battery. He's in none even. Switch the battery back on. Go get him. Look, there's clear track in front of you now. Yes, okay, he's moved late. Drive the car. Drive the car. Just go. Let's go ball with Scottie, see what he sees.
Oh my god, no, he's...
Don't overtake, please. Don't overtake, please. I can't help it.
It's not like he's like all the way to the inside, like some drivers would have done. He comes over a bit there, but look, he's got loads of room over here. Personally, I don't have an issue with that, but I know a lot of people will. But still, regardless of any of that, Mac should just get on with it. Now, this is a bit catty, this. Bit catty.
He's going to come back past me again then, I'm sure. See? It's not fun, is it?
Wow, very catty. Very catty from Matt there. Unbelievable. And this is pretty close from Scottie.
Already suck. Oh, you know what? I know what he's wanting. Yeah, let's do it. What are you doing?
Personally, I'm Team Scottie Designs here. But this is much less predictable than what Scottie did. What Scottie did was entirely predictable. Just get on with it. Yeah. This is not predictable. Now, I know it's revenge. But that is fine. It's fine. Because, again, look, Scottie did just get on with it. Keep his foot in. Reacts to it there. Boom. See you later, buddy. So it's fine, but that's less predictable. That's worse, in my opinion. But I know it's revenge. So, but again, a little bit catty there. A little bit catty. But that, guys, brings us on to the last lap. There's quite a few POVs to watch here. So this is into the first corner of the last lap. GB here just gets caught napping. Once again, look at it, chat. Lack of awareness. You're coming on to the last lap, GB. Pay attention. He's on a medium ERS overtake. He looks back at the screen. Suddenly, oh, wait, Razan's going for me. I better now switch on battery. So now he switched it on, but it's a little bit late. I come over to make sure they can't both come through. Just about leave just under a car's up there, so you couldn't see it on the outside.
I may have been watching chat then.
And does get a little bit yeeted by Ben there. But just caught napping. And we'll get on to the next bit in a second. Let's look at Ben's POV of that turn one contact. Someone called to my Facebook recently, and what do they call it? What's it called? The cone, not the cone of danger. Like the cone of danger is the cheap Alex Gillon knockoff version. Vortex of danger. There you go. Thank you, chat. Now this is a perfect example of the vortex of danger here. Just because you can doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't. But in Ben's defense, it does kind of look like GB's going to try going the outside 3 wide here, in which case this move is absolutely on. But GB doesn't do that. He comes back across, and there's some contact, and he gets some wing damage from it. I'm not saying I'd have done anything differently to this, necessarily, but
I'm here.
There's a big vortex of danger situation going on there, isn't there? And that does compromise him on the last lap. Here I let Razan go, because Razan's got a 3-second penalty, so I'm thinking happy days. You lead, mate. I'll go and get your DRS. And then not too much happens here. I go a little bit deep, which just compromises everybody. Now, check this out. We only just saw it in the clip. But unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Honestly, though, I don't think Ben did anything wrong. GB's unlucky, for sure. I'm also surprised his car reacts in this way, because it must be the dirty air, because Ben's never ahead. It is a bit of a squeeze, but I'm on the racing line. That's where you want to be, right tight to that wall. So GB's a little bit wide here, and with severe dirty air. Ben's on the outside, fresher tyres, no dirty air. So they sort of meet in the middle a bit. I don't think anyone's particularly at fault for this. It's definitely dramatic contact. Honestly, I think the big slide's caused by dirty air more than the contact. I think it's all right. I don't think Ben does much wrong. They sort of just meet in the middle a little bit, to be honest. But then, unfortunately for GB, that's not it.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is Crate Series. Here we go. This
is a bit sarcastic.
Lead a whole race.
This is Crate Series. He says lead a whole race, but it wasn't by much. It was, I was sitting behind and stuff. So it's not like he was dominating the race, and now he's been absolutely shafted by any means.
This is Creator Series.
This is Rocket League. This is Creator Series. Now it's Kai that comes through. Again, I don't think Kai does anything wrong here. It's just because GB's obviously so slow. I guess he sort of doesn't realise how slow he is. And compromised, and obviously also Kai's got better tyres. So it's probably a bit of a squeeze by Ben, but I don't know. And then, like, I don't really know what Kai's supposed to do here, honestly. Like, massive slide there. He could have been spinning. So he's now alongside. Like, he's up the inside, halfway alongside. I think he deserves room here. And then GB just chooses not to give him room. But obviously, GB's still recovering from the slide. Like, to me, this is, like, the most perfect racing incident ever. But Kai does come through from that. GB wasn't happy about the contact in the straight. Yeah, should we go look at that before we look at the last lap? So here, I'm sort of cruising. And then at the last bit, I go, actually, I've been boxed in all race. Let's see if GB likes being boxed in. So then I choose to box him in here. I do go left a little bit there, though. Look, I am facing there right now. Oh, yeah, I reckon that's me going left more than anything, to be fair. I am trying to box him in. I'm trying to box him in because that's exactly what's been happening to me all day. And I think, all right, let's do it back. I think I go left too much there. Trying to box him in. And we are wheel to wheel. He does push into me. I'm pretty sure he also goes right. Let's go off on board with him. I'm pretty sure he also goes right. I reckon we meet in the middle, but I definitely go left there. So he's going right there. He turns left here. Yeah, honestly, I think that's me. That's me squeezing everyone in, to be fair. It felt at the time like I'd gone, like he'd come right into me. But actually, that's just all me. That's just all me going left. He doesn't say too much, to be honest. Dirty driving as per usual. Wow, after that race, after how patient I was all race with them, seeing them two play games together and work together against me, that's very rich. All right, now this is Ben's send. This is the final clip. Let's just watch this. I mean, this is just.
I haven't got enough.
Yeah, not much more can be said, to be fair. The term "use someone as a brake" gets thrown around a lot, but that is very much that. Unbelievable. Now, yeah, he claimed, oh, you know, last lap, I'm always going to go for it. And I'm all for an audacious send on the last lap. I absolutely am. Into the last corner. I absolutely am. When you're 4/10 back, like, this move was never on. And I'll tell you the issue I've got with it. If this is GB, where I am now, Ben doesn't go for this move. I think Ben's becoming known a little bit for disrespectful racing. Because that's all this is. Kai actually brakes at the same point as Ben. And look how deep Kai's goes without a car to use as a brake. There, brake at the same point. Look how wide he is. That's how late Ben braked. That's the line Ben was going to take if my car didn't exist. Imagine if I DNF from that, and then suddenly GB's like right back in the championship hunt because Ben's gone for the most ridiculous move. Or imagine if Ben wins from this. Is that really how you want to win? I don't like it. Disrespectful racing, but it is what it is. But, interestingly, actually, the bigger bottle was from Kai. Kai should have won this. At this point, Kai's got 66% battery. He's gaining massively on Ben. Ben now is below, is it 15% or 10% when the battery comes on? So he's got at least 30% more battery than Ben. So much more battery. Look what he does. He downshifts. I think Kai could have won this race. He gets about 300, downshifts, ends up doing 287-ish. But it's not just the speed it robbed him of, it's the extra momentum he should have been gaining all that time. That is only a couple of tenths of a second, but that's more momentum he could have been gaining. And even despite that, look how much he's gaining on Ben still. If he doesn't go for this move and just sits in and just gets the exit, I think he wins this race, even after the misshift. Because look how deep he goes. And bear in mind, he's got better tyres than me. Me and Ben having contact. Look how wide we are. There's the cars for the inside here. I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but if Kai was Carver here, just sits behind Ben, gets the switch back, lets Ben do Ben things, gets the switch back, uses battery, I'm certain he wins the race. I'm absolutely certain he wins the race. Just doesn't want to win. Kai does it for the love of the craft instead of the wins. Yeah, he does. Loves being the bridesmaid. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Anyway, right, that's it for me, guys. Enjoy Curbs, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. A bit of a different one tomorrow. 6 p.m. UK time, we've got the Made by Google event, which is the new Pixel phones getting released. They've got a brand new chip in them, and I'm very tempted. I've been with Samsung for many, many years, but I am very tempted to go to Pixel. I've been tempted for a number of years. Maybe with this new TSMC chip, it is time. We will see. That's the 6 p.m. UK time, guys. Look forward to that. And after that, I'm racing a league race. It's going to be a sweaty one. Apparently, there's drivers all the way from PSGL Tier 2 right down to like Tier 7. It's going to be a mixed up one. I'm looking forward to it. I'll catch you then. Enjoy Curbs. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.